Ever get stuck with a subscription you just can't seem to quit? Like you're sure you canceled it, but the charges keep coming.
Yeah, it's like trying to escape quicksand.
Exactly. Well, today's deep dive is all about those sneaky traps companies set to keep us hooked. We're talking dark patterns, those subtle design choices that nudge us into, well, spending more or staying stuck when we really want out. And we've got a story that'll make you want to double-check all your subscriptions.
Oh, absolutely. This one's a classic example, even if it starts in a pretty ordinary place, the gym.
Right. We've got this guy, let's call him Doug, from Ohio. Doug signs up at his local gym, no contract, no problem, or so he thinks. Then he decides to cancel. And that's when things get messy.
Because who actually expects a battle with their gym? It should be simple, but this is where those dark patterns really shine. They make leaving way harder than joining.
No kidding. First off, Doug goes to cancel online. Seems logical.
But there's no option on the website.
At all.
Nope. Vanished into thin air.
So he tries calling, right?
Reaches dead end after dead end. Nobody can help him.
Okay, so this is where I'd be freaking out. What's Doug do?
He does what any reasonable person would do. He goes in person, ready to have a chat, maybe cancel face-to-face.
Sounds reasonable?
Except when he gets there, they hit him with this whole, oh, we can't do that here. Only the parent company can handle cancellations.
Seriously. So it's like this shadowy corporate overlord controlling everything.
Pretty much. Doug finally escapes by canceling his credit card. It took him 3 months to break free, and his bank told him this is one of the most common complaints they get.
See, this is what I mean about those dark patterns. Most people wouldn't even think twice about a simple gym sign-up, but there's all this hidden manipulation going on. So let's unpack this a bit. What exactly are these dark patterns, and why do they work so well?
Well, think about it this way. You're online scrolling, and you see an amazing offer. Maybe it's a free trial, a discounted price.
Those are my weaknesses.
Right. And you're probably not poring over every single word of the terms and conditions. You're skimming, clicking through quickly. Companies, they're onto us. They've got whole teams designing these interfaces, making it incredibly easy to sign up big buttons, streamlined process. But when it comes to canceling, that's where the real design comes in.
So they're using design to, intentionally mislead people.
Basically, they'll bury the cancellation button in some obscure submenu, or they'll use confusing language so you're not sure if you're actually canceling or just changing your settings. It's all very deliberate. There's even a name for that whole parent company situation with the gym. The Roach Motel.
The Roach Motel.
Easy to get in, near impossible to leave.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Are there other types of dark patterns people should look out for?
Oh, tons. Ever signed up for a free trial, forgot to cancel, and then bam, you're hit with a hefty charge.
Yes.
That's forced continuity. They make it super easy to slip into that paid subscription without you even realizing it.
It's like they're playing mind games. But the scary part is they're incredibly effective. Isn't there research on this?
Absolutely. A while back, researchers at Princeton and Chicago Booth did a fascinating study. They asked people how much they thought they were spending monthly on subscriptions. On average, people guessed around $86.
$86. I mean, that's not nothing, but...
But it gets worse. When they looked at the actual spending, the average was a whopping $219 per month. And get this, nearly half of the participants were unknowingly paying for services they hadn't used in months.
No way. So how do they get away with it?
It's not so much about getting away with it as it is about how our brains are wired. Especially in our digital world, we're bombarded with information, so our brains naturally crave convenience and simplicity. We're drawn to deals, we want things to be easy, and companies exploit that.
So they're hijacking our desire for efficiency and turning against us. What can we do about it?
Honestly, the best defense is awareness. Now that you know these tactics exist, you're already ahead of the game.
So knowledge is power.
Exactly. Pay attention when you're online. Don't just skim those terms and conditions, read them, especially anything about cancellation policies.
If something feels fishy.
It probably is. Don't be afraid to walk away from a deal that seems too good to be true. And if you do find yourself in a tricky situation, be assertive. You have rights as a consumer, and companies should honor them.
You heard it here, folks. Don't let the dark patterns win. We'll link to some great resources in the show notes so you can stay informed and protect yourself.
It's all about being a savvy consumer.
Exactly. Until next time, stay vigilant out there.